her heart is in the right place, even if she's kind of batshit. No, it's because her heart is in the right place that she became batshit crazy. It's because her heart is in the right place and everyone was like, fuck you, go piss off, right? It's because everyone said piss off to M.I.A. that she's now batshit crazy. Yeah, she's anti-vax. Yeah, no, M.I.A. is crazy, like, on certain issues. Like, she's like an anti-vaxxer. She's like Illuminati, like into that kind of conspiracy theory. First off, if you guys are new here, if you guys have never watched my show before, I talk about South Asian news. I'm the Indian Hasanabi. I'm the Tamil Hasanabi. I'm talking about South Asian news. When can I watch the next stream? Next week. Next week. I stream on weekends only. Again, I stream on weekends. I would love to stream every day. Streaming doesn't pay the bills. But the reason I've always maintained this, that the reason M.I.A. has these very out of left field, I guess, wacky opinions is because she had a very solid opinion, or she continues to have a very solid opinion on the Tamil. I wonder how she became that way. Yeah, I've said this like way too many times. Like, the reason that she became very wacky is because she has been consistently correct on the atrocities that the Sri Lankan government has been committing towards the Tamils in Sri Lanka. She's been consistently correct about that, right? Because obviously she is Ila Tamil herself. Yeah, M.I.A. is literally Ila Tamil. She's literally from Sri Lanka. She's from that part of Sri Lanka. So, but she was trying to raise awareness about the Tamil genocide, right? But everyone in the I guess in the entertainment industry basically told her to piss off, because like Oprah, for example, literally told her that, you know, I can't be seen with you. You're a terrorist to M.I.A. Like Oprah called her a terrorist. Yeah, it's like Olive C. Branch says, like, talking to a Western audience about the Tamil genocide is an exercise in futility. No one cares. Yeah, she got isolated on a media stage, basically. Like, Cenk even did a segment on, like, Cenk Uygur even did a segment on, like, M.I.A. at the VMAs, and he was kind of, like, tutuing the cause of, like, even Cenk Uygur was, like, he had to get in on the action, and he was like, tutu, you know, M.I.A., like, he's whatever, Tamil, like, the Tamil stuff. And it's like, okay, brother. All right, brother. Okay, Mr. New Jersey motherfucker, like, what do you mean? Oh, he did? Yeah, he kind of, and he doesn't know anything about Sri Lanka. Like, he just does, like, the little that he knows, he just doesn't get it. She went on Candace Owens. Yeah, but, like, again, I don't want Candace Owens talking about the Tamil genocide. That'd be an awful thing to do. That would be an awful thing to happen. I don't want Sri Lanka Tamil Tigers. I mean, her father was part of a student organization that was Tiger affiliated, but, like, she's from Ila Tamil. Like, I mean, she's from, like, Ila Tamil. She is Ila Tamil. She's from northeastern Sri Lanka. Like, that's where her family's from. Like, what the hell else do you expect, like, to happen? What were you expecting? Like, what were you expecting? Like, yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, she'd immediately use it to bash China and whitewash America when both China and America are responsible for the Tamil genocide. Yeah, the Tigers were running the de facto government, boss. Like, again, I've said on multiple occasions, my job is not to run defense for the atrocities that the Tamil Tigers did. But even I, someone with personal beef with the Tigers, can understand the material conditions that led to their formation and the material conditions that led to people in northern Sri Lanka being fans of the Tamil Tigers. I can understand why people are fans of the Tigers, because the conditions that produced them in the first place never went away. This was 2009. Like in the meat of it, people were just shitting on her for trying to talk about her community being wiped out. Madangi Maya Arul Pragasam is rap's belle du jour who performed while 9 months pregnant with hip hop's hottest acts of the Grammys. Sheets in a black. Yeah, this is the VMAs, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the London-born rapper may have been the star of the Grammys, but her comments have caused outrage in Sri Lanka, where she's been dubbed a cheerleader for terrorists. Yeah, I've been called a terrorist on this platform. Like, I've been called a terrorist supporter. I've been called a terrorist sympathizer for simply saying, yo, Sri Lanka is a racist state. By simply saying Sri Lanka is a racist state and the Tamil genocide happened, I've been called a terrorist. Yeah, like by a certain point, many Ilan Tamils felt like this is the point that I've been saying. Like, this is the point that I've been saying. Like, I don't agree with them. I don't agree with the like, I'm not a LTTE fan, but I can understand why people are. Because at that point in time, the LTTE was literally the last line of defense between the populace and the Sri Lankan government. Yeah. That's like, again, like, to an extent, yes. Like, it was like the Sri Lankan government was committing atrocities against people, against civilians, not combatants. The Sri Lankan government, even in 2006, before 2009, in the Senchole bombing, they bombed 61 school children. They bombed 61 school children in 2006. 61 schoolgirls that were doing their A-levels. The Sri Lankan government did an air bombing of a school, of an orphanage, actually. The Sri Lankan government bombed an orphanage in 2006 and killed 61 schoolgirls. Yeah, of course the people living in that area are going to be like, well, screw the Sri Lankan government. I'm going to throw my bets with the Tigers. What else do you expect from that population? Like, what else do you expect? Of course, people are going to cling onto a force that they think, of course, people are going to cling onto a force that they think is protecting them. This was 2006, by the way. That was 2006, 3 years before M.I.A. That was 2006, by the way. That wasn't 2009. That wasn't part of the M.I.A. massacre. That wasn't part of the bombings in northern Sri Lanka. That was in 2006, 3 years ago. Yeah, like what other choice did they have, boss? It's not like I'm trying to sell records. I'm trying to stop the deaths of 350,000 people this month, she said. Her politics, however, are beyond the pale in Sri Lanka, where the majority of people view the rebels as terrorists who are on the verge of being wiped out by government forces. Many musicians say they respect her creativity, but are angry at spreading blatant terrorist propaganda. I have a lot of respect for her creativity, but there is no genocide here in Sri Lanka. Like, there are so many people whose relatives, were conscripted into the LTTE. That's, like, when people commemorate Mahaviranar, guess what? They're commemorating their kids that died. They're commemorating their fathers. They're commemorating their uncles, aunts, mothers, right? They're commemorating their relatives that died. They're commemorating their relatives that died fighting a fascist government. What else do you expect from that population? Like, I'm sorry. Like, the writing is, yeah. Dad's cousin got drafted against her will and died. She'd be called a terrorist despite not having a choice. Yeah, exactly. M.I.A. had repeatedly said how much Sri Lanka government had lied about her using the internet at the height of her fame. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but like no one wants to have that conversation.